Welcome back to Conway, South Carolina. My name is RDN Gaming, and we're here with game number 3 against the LSU Tigers, another SEC opponent for the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers to take on this season. As you know, we are currently 2-0 after beating Alabama and Auburn. And now we face another tough matchup here in LSU. LSU has won the coin toss and looks like they are going to elect to receive the ball first, so the Chanticleers will get the first crack at it after the half. Some keys for Coastal Carolina of this game are going to be to get Justin Licata get going on the ground, as well as our pass game. Our pass game has struggled of recent, so we need to get that in tip-top shape. Here we are ready for kickoff, though Coastal Carolina will be kicking off to LSU to begin this game. Wind going northwest, and this kick is up. Fielded at the 15 here by LSU, number 12 on the return. He takes it up to the 32, we'll call it. And this is where the Coastal Carolina defense will take their first action. This defense has been playing pretty well this season, holding Alabama and Alabama and Auburn to under 20 points each. Geiger is the quarterback here. He hands it off to Rippey. Looks like he's taken down there by Bonner on our defensive line. That's going to be a gain of 2. Some defensive keys. We're still missing Jimmy Miller, our star linebacker. He's going to be out for at least another 5 weeks with an injury. But here comes his backup. Is that his backup in for the sack? I'm not sure who that is. That might be Norton there on the sack. That's going to be just a loss of 1. So nothing too bad there for LSU. But still 3rd and long. There's Tajay Norton, the senior. He gets in for the first big defensive play of the day for the Chanticleers. Empty backfield here for Geiger as he drops back to pass. He takes it up himself for a gain of 2. That's going to be 4th down. Here we come on offense. Dillon pitches it to Licata on 1st down. That does not fool LSU, however. They sniff that up pretty easily. This is a loss of 4 here for Licata. Licata is our senior star running back. He's averaged over 100 per game. He's playing very well this season. There's a pass from Dillon. That's going to be incomplete. Bring up 3rd and very long now. And this is a tough start here for Coastal Carolina if they're not going to be able to convert. Trips right here for Dillon. He drops back to pass. And he goes down. That's going to be a sack. Thankfully, stays out of the end zone. That is Gote there on the sack. Brandon Gote, the sophomore for LSU. LSU coming out here on offense as Geiger takes it on the designed quarterback keeper, and he gets stopped for no gain. Geiger having a tough time so far, maneuvering past the front 7 for Coastal Carolina. But you see the lone linebacker here in the middle of the field as they're 5 wide for LSU coming out on 2nd down. Geiger drops back to pass. He escapes. No, he does not. Norton's able to wrap him up by the ankles. And Tajay Norton gets in for his 2nd sack today. Norton playing very well on that defensive line, looking to make a name for himself. Hopefully he gets a combine invite. Geiger dropping back to pass. He delivers the ball deep down the field. Haggerty, that's going to be a LSU touchdown. Haggerty beats the safeties over the top, takes it in for 6. Will Haggerty, the junior wideout for LSU, on the 36-yard connection with Geiger. The extra point is good, and LSU does strike first as Bella puts it through. Coastal Carolina down 7-0. Hopefully this second possession is going to be better. Trips right again. Looks like Dillon's going to pitch the ball here to Licata. Licata's got some running room. Nice blocks by the receivers there. So he's able to take that off for a big gain up to the right side of the field. Almost making it to midfield. Licata there on the big run. And that's what LSU can't have happen on defense. Licata is known to break out those big runs. That's a 22-yard run there on first down. Dillon dropping back to pass. He evades one sack, delivers the ball to Messina for the first down. We have not called Messina's name much this season, if at all. Coastal Carolina back-to-back first downs on back-to-back plays. That's Daryl Messina. 3 to the left here for Dillon. He drops back to pass. He fires the ball down the field. That's going to be incomplete. 2 guys there in coverage for LSU. Not much the receiver for Coastal Carolina could have done there. Dillon has some running room to the left. Elected to not take it and throw the ball instead. So here we are on 2nd and 10. Licata taking it up. That's going to be no gain. As it looks like he got tangled up with the offensive line there. Couldn't find the hole. And LSU was able to capitalize early on that play. Single back formation here for Dillon on 3rd and 10. As he drops back to pass. He's got a clean pocket. He's going to deliver the ball to Key. Key's going to take it in for 6. Coastal Carolina evens the score, pending the extra point. But what a play there by Key on the pass from Dillon. Beautiful pass. Devontae Key, the senior tight end, making names for himself against this top 3 team in LSU. The kick is up and good. And just like that, Coastal Carolina is giving SEC teams fits. Kicking off here with 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter is Coastal Carolina, as they just tied it up at 7. Better kick here, fielded at the 13. LSU taking it up. He makes one-man miss. He's getting it past the 40, the 45, the 50, we'll call it. So it looks like he steps out of bounds at the 49, actually. Good return there by LSU. LSU coming out here on first down, looking to score again on this possession after finding pay dirt the last time. Rippey here getting taken down by Busey. That's going to be a loss of 2. Busey, he is playing well in Miller's absence. I believe he is the replacement that we're looking for. But that brings us to the end of the first quarter. It's a 7-7 tie right now, and honestly, Coastal Carolina is hanging in pretty well with LSU today. But 2nd and 12 here, trips to the right for Geiger. They're just about to enter into Coastal Carolina territory. Ball is now, there's a quarterback draw there. Looks like he picks up 5, taking it to the Coastal Carolina 48. 3rd and 7 now for LSU. Shotgun here for LSU on 3rd and 7. High leg snap. Geiger in some trouble. He delivers a pass. No, holds it back, takes it himself. It's going to be 4th down. After the punt, Coastal Carolina is going to be taking over with 4 minutes left at the 7. Good punt there as Licata takes the ball on the pitch. He's got daylight in front of him. Picks up another block. Can Licata go the distance? He cannot. He gets dragged down by his ankles at like the 44-yard line. From the 7 to the 44, that's a hell of a run there by Licata. About 37 yards. Licata got 4 for 55 so far today, averaging over 13, almost 14 yards per carry. Dillon dropping back to pass. He's got all day. Intended for Licata, but that's incomplete. Licata cannot do much in the pass game. Basically, the white version of Adrian Peterson. Single back formation here with 2 tight ends now. As Licata takes it up, makes a guy miss at the line, and he gets wrapped up from behind. In LSU territory, that's another first down for Licata. Coastal Carolina taking it up into LSU territory once again with 3.5 left to go in the first half. There's another 14 yards there for Licata. As he gets the rock again, takes it up for 5. This man is just the most efficient running back I have ever seen. Trips to the right here for Dillon. He's got no one out there covering X. He's going to take that all day. That's Riles on the reception. Mo Riles, the hero from last game against Auburn. He picks up the first down. as LSU is struggling to contain this offense. Trips right again, as is the popular formation here, as Licata is able to pick up a block to help Dillon deliver a ball. It's going to be incomplete though. Not sure that would have been a touchdown had the ball been caught, but regardless, the ball falls safely to the ground. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Dillon handing the ball up to Licata on the draw. LSU is not fooled, however. It's going to be 3rd and 11 on a loss of 1. This is where LSU can bend or break. Their defense having a tough time so far in this first half. As Dillon dropping back to pass, he's going to scramble. He's going to be short. Got 10 out of 11. That's going to bring on the field goal unit. And the kicker, Adams, I believe, is having a tough season so far. But let's see if we can put it through the uprights here. Wind going southeast at just 1 mile an hour, so not much wind to worry about right now. We got a good snap, a good hold. The kick is up and away, and it is good. Splits the uprights. Coastal Carolina is going to take a 10-7 lead. LSU hoping to respond on offense after Dillon led the team down the field to put 3 points on the board. And they got a lead over LSU as Geiger evades some pressure in the backfield, not to be taken down, however, by D'Angelo. It's just a gain of 2. Got shotgun formation here, running back to the right. I believe that's Rippey to the right. As Geiger lifts his leg, gets the snap, taking it himself again. It's going to be a first down. One of the more successful runs for Geiger today. The dual threat quarterback for LSU not having much success. He's just a true freshman, however. It's always tough for a freshman no matter what school you go to. Geiger taking it himself again. That's going to be a gain of 8. He's having some more success on this drive than any of the other previous. Just over a minute to play here. LSU looking to get on to Coastal Carolina's side of the field. They're at midfield right now. 2nd and 2. Basically anything's open in the playbook. Geiger takes it himself. He delivers the ball down the field. That's going to be caught. Alexis is unable to tip that pass as Jackson's going to take it in for 6 for LSU. And just like that, one play, 50 yards, touchdown for the tight end Malcolm Jackson, another freshman. The young kid's getting it done today for LSU as the ball is put up and through. Bell on the extra point. Here we have a 14-10 lead now for LSU as the chanticleers are looking to put some points on the board before halftime. Licata taking the pitch again from Dillon as Licata is taken down to the backfield, a rare sighting today. LSU had a linebacker slip through the cracks, take Licata down for a loss of 2. Split back formation here with 2 wide for Dillon as he drops back to pass. Incomplete, under heavy pressure there, looking to hit a running back coming out of the backfield. Might have been targeted for Messina. 3rd and long here, looking to pass the ball to open the playbook up a little bit. Got 3 to the left, and Dillon dropping back to pass. He tries to deliver a pass. It's going to be incomplete. Just had a little too much gas on that. Bringing up 4th down. After the punt, LSU comes out in the I formation here. They're handing it off to Rippey, and Rippey's having a terrible day running the football. This front 4, especially for LSU, is causing all sorts of problems for Rippey in this run game. But that is halftime. The clock has run out. While LSU doesn't necessarily have the statistics that Coastal Carolina does, they do find themselves up by 4. Thankfully for Coastal Carolina, they are going to get the ball back to start the second half. Hopefully they're able to capitalize. We wanted them to be able to double dip. One at the end of the first half, one at the beginning of the second half. Not so much the case though, as LSU's defense played pretty well that last drive. Taken from the 5, however. Let's see what he can do. Taking up to the 22-yard line. Return in for LSU, whose name is evading my mind right now. But this is going to be a fresh set of downs now. Licata taking the pitch again as he takes it up for a gain of 2. Tough sledding there for Licata on first down. Second 8 brings us 3 to the left, 1 to the right for Dylan. He's got Licata coming out of the backfield. He's going to evade some rushers. He's going to pick up the first down with his feet. That's going to be a first down there for Dylan. Getting it done through the air and the ground today. Trey Dylan might not put up the flashy stats, but if he can manage the game, put us in a position to win the football game, is all I could ask of our junior quarterback right now. But he gets taken down by Clark there in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 5 there on first down. Bring up 2nd and 15. Not a very desirable spot for the Chanticleers. Chris Clark, the junior. That was his 3rd tackle, his 1st sack. Licata taking it up. I thought he had a lane to the right. Unfortunately, the block ceased to hold. 3rd and 12. One in the backfield for shotgun here for Dylan. He drops back to pass. He's got a clean pocket. He's got all sorts of time to deliver the ball. We'll see what he can do. He's going to take it to Ewells. Ewells picking up the first down. I believe that's Davey Ewells. Taking it into LSU territory. He's going to be down at the 40. We haven't called Ewell's name much today, but that is his first grad, the junior Davey Ewells, who comes up clutch when we need him. Trips to the right again. I think I know what's coming. Look at Dylan's calling an audible. That was Licata taking it up. Makes one man miss the line, taking it up for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now for Coastal Carolina. Got 5 wide here. Have not seen this today. 5 wide under center is Dylan as he dropped back to pass. He cannot deliver the ball in time. He does get taken down for a sack. Looks like Ship amongst a whole host of LSU defenders get in for that sack. It's going to be 3rd and 14 now. Landon Ship. He's having himself a good day, the junior. Dylan dropping back to pass. He's under heavy pressure yet again. It's going to be another sack. A sack on back-to-back plays for LSU. Drives Coastal Carolina out of field goal position. As LSU takes over, the Coastal Carolina defense needs to hold or this game will get out of hand. Geiger dropping back to pass. He delivers a pass to Jackson, who has a touchdown today. He's taken down by Atkins at the 39. Two minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Malcolm Jackson having himself a pretty nice day. Rippey on the carry. Yet again, Rippey unable to get much going. It's a good sign that their run game is not working right now because LSU's run game is typically pretty good. Look at the guys that they've had. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Darius Geis, Leonard Fournette, just a whole host of good running backs coming through the LSU system. This incomplete pass there on 2nd down, looking for the crossing route. Just a little bit too much sauce on that, as Geiger hopefully leads his team to a 3rd down conversion. Minute and a half to play now in the 3rd quarter. 5 wide. Again, a popular formation for LSU to go to today, especially on down and distance. Geiger dropping back to pass. He's under heavy pressure. He delivers the ball down the field. That is going to be incomplete. That was a nice defensive coverage there by Cuveto to stop that pass from being caught for a touchdown, because that's what it was going to be if Cuveto missed that pass. Ton of men in the box here for LSU. It's Licata taking the pitch. He's got the edge. Looks like the linebacker is able to catch up to him, though, wrapping him up around the shoestrings. Licata doing the most he can. He's almost over the century mark today. Dillon dropping back to pass. He cannot deliver the ball again as he gets taken down for the second time today by Ship. The right side of the offensive line is looking pretty weak today for Coastal Carolina. Trips right here. Nope. Looks like Dillon's going to audible this into single back formation with two tight ends lined up on the line. Dillon dropping back to pass. He has to scramble out of pressure. He tries to deliver a pass. Looks like he gets knocked out of bounds above the line of scrimmage, though. This is actually going to be a gain of about 2. Single back shotgun here for Dillon. So he's dropping back to pass. He's going to take the edge. Can he pick up the first with his feet? He cannot. He looks like he's going to be a yard, maybe less short. Well, time running out in the third quarter. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for Coastal Carolina. Let's see what happens. The ball is snapped before the quarter, and Licata is able to pick up the first down and more. He hurls a man. That's going to be a first down, and that takes Licata over the century mark today for the third straight game. But Coastal Carolina still trails LSU 14-10. However, they are striking, looking to score again. That, I don't know what that was. Just a very slow developing play in the backfield causes Licata to be taken down for a loss of 4. Probably the worst run today. We didn't call that a run. Just call that a play. Dillon dropping back to pass. He hits Rigoberto Moore, who hurdles a man but gets upended and hit in midair. His body taking a lot of damage right there. But he picks up the first down nonetheless. Up to the LSU 32. If you remember from week 1 against Bama, Rigoberto Moore had that amazing hurdle play. Clearly an athletic freak at the tight end position. Dillon taking the ball himself, calling his own number as he makes a guy almost miss, I think. I'm not sure who is going to be credited for that tackle. But Trey Dillon taking himself, and he goes over 20 rushing yards today. 2nd and 3 now for I-form formation now. Dillon driving back to pass. He goes to the right. He tries to find a man in the end zone that's going to be incomplete. Out of the end zone was that pass. Not sure what he was looking for there. Obviously had the home run ball open, just missed his guy. 3rd and 3. Licata taking the ball. He gets up for the first down. Justin Licata making LSU in their front 7 tired. Shotgun formation here for Dillon. Licata picks up the block. That's going to be caught by Ball, who runs into his own man. But it looks like Switzer is going to be called for holding here. That does not help because that was going to be a good play. So 1st and 20 now. Just an absolute drive killer. Dillon dropping back to pass. He cannot hit Licata. Licata with his stone hands can't catch the ball out of the backfield. It's going to be 2nd and 20 now. Trips right. Dillon pitching it to Licata, trying to make guys miss. That's going to be a gain of 1. Not sure that was the correct play call there on 2nd and 20, but now we got 3rd and a mile. There's Clark again, making moves in the backfield. Dillon dropping back to pass. He got nowhere to go as he's going to get sacked yet again. That's at least the 3rd or 4th sack, and that's Clark again, whose name was just called. He steps up to the plate. 4th and 26. Looks like, wow, Coastal Carolina is going to roll out the field goal unit here. It's going to be a long field goal. I'm not sure he's got the leg for this. The kick is up after a good hold, and it's going to be no good as Adaraiwa fields the ball in the end zone, takes a knee. That's going to be a touchback. 14-10 is still the score. Nothing has been done for Coastal Carolina, at least since they kicked the field goal in the first half. Rippey taking it out. That's probably been his best run of the day. He's got 5 rushes for 5 yards. That is not good. Consistent, not good. Strong I formation here for LSU. It looks like they're going to start winding the clock down, which is probably a smart move considering Coastal Carolina still has time. And Rippey gets taken down in the backfield. That play was just absolutely blown up. That's going to be a loss of at least 3 or 4. Yeah, Rippey not having much luck. His rushing average now dips to under 1. Single back formation with under a minute and a half to go now in the fourth quarter. Coastal Carolina not calling a timeout yet. I think this is a good move for them. Geiger handing the ball out to Rippey. He is taken down for a gain of 1, if that. But Coastal Carolina calls a timeout, gets the ball back. Dillon dropping back to pass now. As he's got some room to run, he's going to take it himself. Dillon picking up 10, 15, almost 20 yards. That's going to be a first down. This is exactly how Coastal Carolina wanted to start this possession. Fast moving is the name of the game here with under a minute to go. See how good their 2-minute drill is. Dillon dropping back to pass. Not sure what that was. Was he marked down? I'm not sure. But he does get taken down now after a gain of 2. Not sure what that play was, but that wasted a bunch of time off the clock for Coastal Carolina. 50 seconds, 40 seconds actually. 2 timeouts still for Coastal Carolina as they're letting the clock run. Dillon dropping back to pass. That's going to be intercepted by Benkert. And that's the game. Dillon just threw the game away. And that's going to be the final score of 14-10. If you were going to tell me that Coastal Carolina wasn't going to score after that one field goal, I thought you were crazy. But Coastal Carolina is going to fall to 2-1. LSU played a hell of a game. But check in next week. I got a game against Georgia Tech. My name is RD in Gaming, and I'd like to thank you for watching.